It's the NFL on EA Sports, and it's Week 6 in the NFL as we join you from Lambeau Field.
One team's on a roll here, a 3-game winning streak, and things are starting to click, Phil.
Yeah, when you're on a roll, Jim, and you've won a few games in a row, your confidence level, it's just through the roof. And even when you get behind, you go, no big deal. We got that confidence inside. We've done it before. We'll do it again. I think they're a very dangerous team here today.
This game has officially begun.
They're setting up the return.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
Tight end in motion.
The Chargers have it at the 29.
Down the field.
Incomplete. Now, here's a look at the Chargers lineup on offense. Last week, their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards.
The D-line saw something on the offense. Everybody shifting to their left.
Second down and 10. He's got a wide open alley. And he'll step out of bounds.
The Chargers come to the line. Of course, plenty of pink on the field today and in the stands, as all of October will be seeing this for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL.
Second down coming up.
And Gates is a receiver all the way out to the right. Gordon's handed the football. Gordon's tackled down at the 50. And with that, let's look at the Packers defense. They've had a hard time all season stopping the run. The Chargers are at the line, facing third down, which was not an issue for them last week, as they converted a number of times in crucial situations. Gains 19.
Third and short, I don't know what you do anymore. I've given up. Do you throw it? Do you run it? Do you have that kind of faith in your offensive line? Well, the offense does. They run the football. Great job by the offensive lineman, giving that running back a chance to get that first down.
With two hands, he has it. Gains 20.
Well, when you talk about throwing these sideline routes or the out route, it is about timing. When that receiver makes that break to go towards the sideline, that football has to be in the air. Nice throw and catch that time.
The Chargers have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20.
They send the tight end in motion. That long gain sets them up here on this play.
And here's the toss. Touchdown, Chargers.
Gordon's now rushed for 7 touchdowns this season. The Chargers getting set for the point after.
An extra point is good.
The Chargers ready to boot the football down the field.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20.
Press coverage all the way.
Starks is in the backfield. Midway through the first. Rodgers sends it to Cobb. That's his first reception today.
What can a defensive back do in a situation like this? The answer is nothing. How about the throw right on target by the quarterback and a good route on that out route by the receiver?
The Chargers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. They'll go ground. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Lacy is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Lacy, a solo back set. Rodgers lined up, 2 tight ends set. Now 1st and 10. Toss play to Lacy. He's taken down at the 35. And with that, let's take a look at the Packers offense. Middle of the road when it comes to passing yards on the season. Perhaps this week in practice they figured something out.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The Packers will take the snap from the 35. He reaches up, grabs it.
Line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
Picks up maybe 3. And now here's the Chargers defensive lineup. They do have a tendency to give up a lot of yardage. So we'll see if this offense can take advantage today.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Aaron Rodgers will be under center.
And he's thrown to the ground.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback. And nowadays, you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field. And, yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The Packers offense is still out there as we get the 2nd quarter underway.
It's 3rd down coming up.
Rodgers alone in the backfield. And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. Rodgers incomplete, intended for Jordy Nelson.
Here's the punt by Mastay.
That beautifully executed punt now really will help out this defense, forcing the opposition to start the next drive inside the 10. The Chargers come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 7-0.
Defensive line shifting to the right there.
They'll run it here. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
The Chargers running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Jumps high and comes down with it. That's his first reception today. That receiver, Phil, is a quarterback's dream. Going high in the air on a high throw and getting the reception.
Oh, man, do quarterbacks love that. They throw it and think, oh, my gosh, that's bad. They're ready to chase the defender down with an interception. But no, the wide receiver goes up and just makes an awesome catch.
Got a flag. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. The wide receiver in motion.
Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Julius Peppers brings the quarterback down.
When you're a corner, you can take some chances when you know your defense can sack the quarterback without blitzing. Good job that time by the defensive front.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers. They motion the receiver around to the other side. Rivers is standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Surveys. The defender able to knock it away.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
On the way, third down. The Chargers will set up. The 36 is the first down line.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Scans the field. Johnson's tackled down at the 36.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
The Chargers will go for it here on fourth down and short. They bring in the extra tight end. Midway second quarter has the first down. Now looking for more. The Chargers know that a fourth down conversion like that can be a momentum changer.
Oh, sure it can. It gives everybody confidence. You get to call at least 3 more plays, you hope. And anytime you stay on the field longer in the NFL, the odds go up tremendously that you're going to get a score. Nice risk-reward play that time on the offensive side.
First and 10. On the money. Gains 17. Mark him down for another reception.
Rivers able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Gordon's got it on the handle.
And that gains a few.
Gordon is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8.
Press coverage all the way.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
2nd and 8. And he hauls it in. The Packers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
Coming to the line at the 8.
This play set up by the long gainer. Tight ends in motion here. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. And now here's the toss. McDonald's there to make the tackle. Timeout called by the defensive unit. Marching down the field and taking their time.
Look at the defensive linemen talking. They're all now shifting to the left.
Second and goal from the 5. Here's the quick toss. James it across the goal line for the touchdown. We're approaching halftime, and with that touchdown, they have a little extra breathing room before the break.
Oh, man, they're inhaling big time, and they love the way they feel right now where they're at in this football game. On the defensive side, listen, you got some information. You saw what they're doing on the other side, so make some adjustments and find a way to get back in and get a way to win this game.
Jones got it on the return. And he's on the sidelines and out of bounds. And a run back of about 19. The Packers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Chargers lined up in the nickel. First down at the 26. Davis with the reception. Slides off the hit.
Well, when there's under 2 minutes to go, good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He stepped out of bounds to stop the clock.
First down here. And on the catch, it's Randall Cobb. Gains 18. The Packers signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. First down at the 43.
Looking long. It's intercepted. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20.
Phil, how about this performance by the defense in the first half and adding to all the acclaim with the interception before halftime?
Jim, we knew coming into the game today that they were good, and so far in this first half, they were great. What a performance.
Tight end in motion. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Phillip Rivers from the shotgun. The Packers sat at the line. Dime package.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. 2nd and 10. Johnson's got the catch and the first.
Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances. Really good job by the offensive player.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. First down here after the completion. Rivers will take the snap from the gun. Gordon makes the grab. And he's on the sidelines out of bounds.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Rivers, his completion percentage 70% on the day. The corners step back. Rivers is going to take it from the gun. Clay Matthews in the face of the quarterback. The Chargers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining.
The line of scrimmage is at the 40.
The Packers defense now is going to go nickel.
Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
The Chargers will take the snap from the 40. And they swap him again.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback. And that time, the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
Now looking at 3rd down. Halfback sent in motion. Rivers out of the gun. Brings it into his body. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a 4th down.
No good. No good. And that wraps up the first half here in the home of the Cheeseheads. We'll take a quick break, halftime, and return shortly for the start of the 3rd quarter. Along with Phil Simms and Danielle Bellini, Jim Nance from Lambeau Field as the second half is about to get underway. And he's is taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The Packers talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down. He ends up picking up 3. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Lacy, a solo back sack. Set up screen to Lacy. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense in their hurry up. The Chargers call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. This is 3rd down. Playing press coverage to the outside. Rodgers got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. Makes the reception. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Good job by the defense. They're well taught, well schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the 1st down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have 4th down.
Let's see what he can do here. He's churning ahead. That return's good for about 22.
The Chargers love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
The Chargers will take the snap from the 40. Gordon's taken down at the 46. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. Second and 4 coming up. The Packers with a nickel look here on defense. Handoff by Rivers. Clay Matthews makes the tackle.
Gordon is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Third down now. They'll go ground. Dix there to make the tackle.
That's what you want to do. Just get a 1st down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
The football is at the 38. Gordon's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. The Chargers take it from the 38. Ball is out. Able to recover the ball.
Nice job by the offense that time. Even though they fumbled the football, quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
After nearly turning it over, it's 2nd down. Phillip Rivers has it under center. To Cumberland.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Rivers has now completed 4 in a row. 3rd down.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Rivers is back in shotgun formation.
Heaving it down the field. Very nearly intercepted.
The Chargers don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Good for only a yard.
Very lucky that time on that punt return. The coverage was outstanding, and the returner's just lucky he didn't fumble the football.
The Packers weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt. As they take the field here, do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
It's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here. The Chargers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Randall Cobb has the reception. And that gains a few.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Incomplete. The defense does his job, forcing 4th down in a hurry. The Packers are going to punt the football. And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it. First down at the 17. Got hit on release. After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
No bump coverage here. Corners backing up. And it's knocked down.
This is a tough situation for the offense, 3rd and long coming up. But it's a good situation also. You're leading the football game, so there's no reason to take a chance and turn this football over.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Press coverage all the way. The Packers lined up in the nickel.
The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback. Third and 10.
Johnson's got it on a pass that had some heat. One more snap and another quarter is in the books. The Chargers are still in possession as we get this final quarter underway. Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Chargers come out in a bunch set. Two tight ends on the field here.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him.
And they take him down.
Jim, I got to take the offensive coordinator to task here. Sometimes when you can't protect the quarterback, keep some extra people in to help. They don't do it, and the defense gets another sack.
The Packers defense now is going to go nickel. The Chargers will take the snap from the 25. Comes down with the defender tips it out.
Well, every coordinator in the NFL has a box over there somewhere in that play sheet for 3rd and long. When he wants to try to pick the play up with a first down with a throw down the field, it can be seams, double moves, but they have 4 or 5 of those types of plays to pick up 3rd and long situations.
The Chargers will take the snap from the 25. Airing it out. They're set to punt it away now. That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone. The Packers offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
A long field ahead of them at the 10. Second down and 10. To the outside. The catch is made.
The Packers that time, they can't get big yards, but the throw and catch picks up a few, and his 3rd down's much easier with this situation.
Rodgers' completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Chargers with a nickel look here on defense. Finds Cobb. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
They come to the line, and it's first down.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Aaron Rodgers way down the field. Almost intercepted.
They call that the moment of truth. It's a beautiful throw down the field, but the defensive back, he waits until it's time to make that jump. He defends the pass. What a good job by the defensive back.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Starks is in the backfield. The Packers take it from the 28. That ball is rifled to Randall Cobb, who makes the catch.
Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Has Nelson.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The defense is going to play conservative in situations like this. They have a lead here in the fourth quarter. They'll give up those short throws.
Second and 5 coming up.
Makes the catch in the open field.
Coming to the line at the 27.
First down following the long play. Could have been intercepted.
That time the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
Second down after the incompletion. The Chargers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Stands in the pocket. Running room. And now Rodgers will give himself up.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
Trailing every third down, so big at this point.
3rd and 3. Looking across the middle. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
The coach is going to go for it.
They'll go for it on 4th down, late stages. Offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 3 for the first. Crucial play here. 4th down on the way. The touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting. Late in the 4th, and even after that touchdown, they're going to need a miracle in the closing moments.
Well, I think what we're finding out, the game is never over. Play it till the end. They did a great job of scoring there. Now can they find a way to get that football back and maybe win this game?
They have been fighting an uphill battle, and they had to recover that onside kick.
Well, it was a tough spot for him, Jim. We know that. When you're going for the onside kick and you're trying to recover it, I think your chances are about 1 out of 10, and that time it was not on their side.
The long drive continues.
The Packers lined up in the nickel.
1st down and 10.
Gordon's taking the handoff. Gordon's tackled down at the 38. They call for the timeout to stop the clock.
it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. Double tight end formation. Corners are backing off here. 2nd down and 6. And it's batted down.
Gordon is one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
The Chargers last week cruised to victory, but now they're showing they're just as capable of playing in a tight game, Phil.
Yeah, when you want to be a good team in the NFL, you got to show that you have a lot of ways to win football games. We saw that last week. Now they got to show us they can win these tight ones also.
And he's going to be dumped. And that's a 3-and-out.
Well, you just get tired of sending 3 or 4 players at the quarterback in passing situations. So this time the defensive coordinator sends the blitz, and they are up for it. They get to the QB and get a sack.
The Chargers face 4th down, but want to take a timeout before they snap the football.
All set to punt here.
That punt sets up the defense now in excellent position as they're able to down the football inside the 10. First down, pressure on every snap now.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Rodgers over to Nelson. And a flag comes out.
The defense accepts the penalty.
The defense has a lead here in the 4th quarter, Jim, so they're willing to give up those short completions. Now it's up to the defense. Come up and make the tackle. Good job that time.
Now on 1st down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way.
Hey, check 26. 58.
He's got the catch. That's a gain of 8.
Well, when you see a play like this by the offensive player, that is a great reflection on the coach. You can tell they've gone over these situations. When you're fighting the clock and you can get out of bounds, get it done. Good job by the offensive player there.
Rodgers' completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Packers head to the line. They've got 1 timeout left here in the 4th quarter.
2nd down and 2.
Davis got it on the screen. He's in the clear. The 20, the 10, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown. Davis has gotten this back to a tie game with that touchdown pass. Tremendous throw when they absolutely had to have it, Phil.
Good drive by the offense. And hey, listen, we got to tell the truth about the defense too. That was an awful job. I don't know what they were doing. They don't deserve to win this game.
He'll have a chance to take off.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers offense takes the field here. Looking for some late game magic here, partner, with the game tied late.
Yeah, you're looking for magic, but also be careful. The one thing I like about the NFL now, all the teams have so many plays to start the drive. And what I mean by that, it's just not a screen or a draw. They have all these wide receiver screens. You throw it outside. I don't want to call them trick plays, but deceptive plays that make it easy for you and give you a little momentum.
The Chargers from the 22. Rivers going to try to scramble down.
Rivers able to get outside the pocket that time. They force him out. He moves it nice and smooth, doesn't hurry himself, and he completes the pass.
That leads us to second down. Tie game in this one. Fourth quarter is winding down. Rivers is going to take off with it to Cumberland.
Rivers just able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
Playing press coverage to the outside. 1st and 10. Has the reception all alone.
I know it looks easy, but it's not. But a nice throw on the slant route. Slant route means you're slanting towards the inside. Good throw and catch.
Ball from the 46.
Rivers is ready for the snap. Empty backfield. Now 1st and 10. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
Coming to the line at the 46.
Quarters formation here for the defense. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. 2nd and 10. Great pass, great catch, great control. That's his 4th catch of the day. The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20.
Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time if you're the quarterback. It's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. Takes a knee. The Chargers lined up for what should be the deciding kick. It's been an unbelievable game to this point, and now they can win it right here. And it's good. He puts it through, and the celebration is on. Well, Phil, it comes down to the kicker, and he delivers the goods at the end of the game.
You know, we don't give the kickers enough credit. They're the only people that get to go out and actually think about their job before the play happens. Such a reactionary sport. I give the kicker a lot of credit. Made a big kick in a tough moment.